Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today, I just wanted to discuss some of the things I bought over this past week and why I think it's a really good time to buy these things. Maybe not the best time, but good enough. Typically, after a set gets released, the prices of cards usually go up, and then when the set gets a little older, everything kind of goes down until it hits a very low point. And if you're a collector or someone who maybe invests in Pokemon cards, you're going to want to know when that time is to buy the card when it hits its bottom so you can kind of invest in it and get the best bang for your buck. So I'll go over some of the cards and why I think that they are fairly priced of what I paid for it. So this is a Miriam card. This is the Chase card in Scarlet and Violet base set. I could never pull this card, and in person it actually is a really pretty card. So if you can see, it has the Pikachu in the background. It has the trainer right there, Miriam is the waifu card. It's really a pretty card, really hard to come by. And I just ordered, I should have ordered another one, I forgot to, maybe it got taken or whatever. But I got this for $40, and I think that's a really good price point for it. I can see this card coming back and hitting $100 again. Maybe not in the next year, but give it like 2 years and I think we'll be at a good spot again. Will it go lower than $4? I don't think so. I think like maybe 35, maybe 40, but that's probably the lowest point. So I think me buying in at $40 is probably a very safe point, especially since it's the highest card in the set. Usually if there's one card in a set that's usually good, it's the Chase card, and it's usually the highest. I'm trying to think of Rebel Clash and what the best card in there was. I think it was a Trainer 2, and it was only worth like 40 or 50, but they barely go below $50 for the Chase card. So I felt like at this price point, Miriam is a really good price, a card to buy at this price. And it's a really pretty artwork as well, and I need this for my personal collection. So this will be going to my personal binder, which you guys will see in a future video. To couple that, I have this Miriam, and this one only cost me $15. Do I think this could go lower? Possibly. But when it does, if it hits anything below 10 is the lowest that I think this card will ever go for. So if it hits 10 to 12, I would say just buy out like crazy, because I can see this card going up again. Just like I kind of predicted, a lot of the waifu cards would go up, like the Skylers and everything like that. I've been stockpiling them over and over again. And then obviously the prices have been just skyrocketing on those cards. So maybe now's the time to sell. I don't know, maybe it'll go back, or maybe it'll just keep going, so you don't really know. It kind of follows the Japanese market as well. So this is a really pretty card as well. Got this for 15. I got another one of these cards coming in. I can never pull this one either. So these are really good pickups, not gonna lie. And the coloration of that is actually really pretty. I got this Professor Burnett. This was only $8. It's a really nice card. Do I think it's the best card? No, but it's a nice card, and I think it'll probably be worth 20 in the future, and that's probably when I'll get rid of it. So maybe a little double up there. But a lot of these trainer cards are getting really popular. Next thing I want to talk about is this Grusha card. Now, this Grusha card is one of my favorite cards from the Paldea Evolved set, believe it or not. And it's only like $4 to $5. I think that's really a steal. The coloration on this card is actually insanely pretty, with the like teal light blue background, with kind of matches her eyes and her hair, which is really nice. I like this card, honestly. I don't know much about Grusha, but I feel like as the time goes on, maybe she plays a better role, or maybe her cards are a little more popular in the future. But I think this, with the artwork in the background, is really nice, and I think it'll be worth more than $4 to $5 at this price point. So I would say go ahead and pick some up if you want to. I picked already a lot of these up, so maybe there's not that many in the market, but maybe it'll drop back down, who knows. But I don't think this card will ever go below $4. I think that's the best price point that you're going to get this card at. Next, I pick up this Penny. I think I paid like 8 to 12 on these. I picked a ton of these up, and I think it'll probably be going up to like 20 in a year or two. It's a special illustration rare, so it's really cool. Very hard to pull, and yeah, I just like it. The coloration is really cool, so I like this one. Cool artwork, pretty much in a classroom and stuff like that. I like this one a lot. But I think probably you want to pick this up around $8 to $10 if you can. I don't think it'll ever go below that. 10 is probably the least it'll go go below for market price, but I could be totally wrong. But I think 10 is like pretty easy pickup for me if I was, doing that. This one I got for 12. I would say 10 is probably the least. It's not a drop below 10. It's the secret rare, the only secret rare in the set of Crown Zenith. So I would say pick it up at 10 or more or lower, if you can get it for that. But if not, then maybe 15 is still pretty fair too. In the future, this card will probably be like 30 or 40. Give it like 2 years, I'd say. Just because Crown Zenith is a little overprinted. I knew this, but I have a pretty special video coming up with that too. This Giratina Level X, it's just a really good pickup because Giratina is getting more popular. This one's not in the greatest condition, but I just had to pick this one up. I might keep it, I might flip it. I usually don't really keep stuff in like moderately played condition, so I don't know if I'm gonna do with this one. I think I just grabbed it in a bunch pile, so that's probably why. But I think I only got this for like $10, which is actually like a steal. So that's probably why I got it. I have this Rayquaza here. This one is a moderately played condition, I remembered. I got this for like 8 to 10. Pretty old card. I haven't seen this one, and I wanted to see what it looked like in person. It's pretty nice. Not too crazy of a card, but it'll probably be worth something in the future, I'm guessing, because Rayquaza is a pretty popular card. This one I like a little bit more, actually. Just like the 3D animation of it, and this one's lightly played. This one I'll probably keep. This is really sick. It feels an 8 and in really good condition, so this one might be a keeper for me, but we'll see. I usually like full arts and stuff like that, but this is a reverse and looks pretty cool, so I'm still really undecided on this card. But this was a pretty decent pickup for me. Would I recommend investing in those cards? Not really. Sure, maybe the Level X's, but like those other cards, it's kind of like hit or miss. But I'm kind of more into the modern arts too, so it's whatever. Meganiums, I got 2 of them. They're pretty cheap, like $3.50, $4 each. So I decided to pick up 2. Not too bad. Then we have this Blastoise, which I found is really cool. I think this was a really good pickup for me because I really like this Blastoise. Look at that shine. Looks like a rainbow, a shiny background, pretty cool stuff in like, lightly played condition. I think I only put like 6 or 8 for this one. Definitely a really solid pickup there. Then we have Gardevoir EX. I think this card is really undervalued right now. I think it's only $3 or something like that. I could easily see this card being like $10 or more, 10 to 15. Give it a few years. This is from Steam Siege, by the way, so not the craziest sets, but maybe a year or two will become really nice. This Dragonite V, I'm usually picking this up around like $3.50 to $4, and I think that's a really good steal. I can see this card going up to at least 10 in a year, and maybe 15 in like 3 years, 2 years. But I'll probably either, I don't know. We'll see. But this is a really nice full art. The green in the background is really cool. That's what I like about full arts is the coloration in the background really brings the character to life. So this one is really cool too. Dragonite V at $4 is probably like the sweet point for that card. If you can get $3.50, that's really cool. Like $3.50 to $4 is probably the sweet point. This one I got with the collection. It was only like $1 or $2, so that's not really that important. This Orbeetle VMAX is pretty underrated. These are going for like $4 to $5 right now, and I think they could definitely be worth like 10, 15, or even 20 in the future. Give it a year. And I think it'll be maybe a year and a half. It'll be like at least 10. So if you're buying it at 4, it's like you're doubling or something like that. So it's pretty good. And then maybe like 2 years, it could be like 15, 3 years, 20. It'll probably hit a high point at some point. Just because of how pretty the colors in this card are, and there's a lot going on. There's a ton going on in this card, whether you see it or not. But it's kind of crazy. Really pretty card. I might pick up more of these. Not gonna lie, these are really sick. That just came with it. It was really cheap. I don't really care about the card. I don't think there's too much going on with there. This next card though, this is from the Paldea Evolved ETB. This card right now is really cheap, and if I were you, I really wouldn't miss out on this one. It's early on in the set, but this will probably take a little bit of time for the price of it to go up a little bit. You can probably buy this for like $3 to $4, even like sometimes $2.50, because the price is dropping because there's so many cards in circulation right now, but it's actually really nice because it has Pikachu and all 3 starters, right? If you have a Pikachu card in the center, obviously people are going to want it. It's never going to go out of style, so you can kind of flip it or hold on to it and it'll become like a liquid card for you in the future. So I'd recommend picking up some of these. I pick up like 5, I think. Some of these to hold because I think they'll go up in the future, and they're really, really nice, believe it or not. They're, you know what it reminds me of, like the promo with there's 3 starters and it was like, you know, $10 back in the day, or 5. I don't have my binder on me, but I would show you. It has the like Gen 3 starters. I'm not sure. It's one of the Pikachus like sliding down the water, pretty much. It's pretty cool. But yeah, that one went up a lot too. And then this one will probably go up too, the Crown Zenith one. So you have a bunch of Pikachus all with this. People are going to collect them all. Pikachu collectors. So you can probably turn a good profit in like a couple of years. These next cards is more, not really 100% sure on these, but these cards are really cool. The Galarian Moltres, Galarian Zapdos, Articunos from Crown Zenith promos. I think they're actually really, really cool artworks. So I think they'll probably go up, and you can get in for less than $1 on most of these cards. Gyarados EX is already rising. I got in really cheap, so I only paid like 75 cents or less for these cards. Lucario V-Star will probably go up in the future. Probably not right now because Crown Zenith is a really hot set, but in the future these cards may go up. Same thing with the Zamazentas and Zacian Vs. But Crown Zenith will probably need to take like a good 4 years for anything to rise. So if you're expecting to like invest in Crown Zenith, I really wouldn't recommend it unless you're in for the long term. I don't think it's something that you can like flip pretty quickly, such as like, I don't know, maybe something from like the Sun and Moon base sets and stuff like that, or even like the trainer gallery cards really go up really quickly too. So it's really what you can find good deals on, and you can find that from anywhere. I have a few things incoming from stuff I picked up in person. I think if you buy stuff in person, you probably get the best deals and the best bang for your buck rather than buying online. But it's personal preference. You can buy wherever you want to buy, find the best deals that you can. And yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.